Hi there. I'm going to show you some stuff in Soundtrap, and I will link the timestamps for these things so you can skip around and just kind of get to what you need. So I'm going to enter the studio, and for the soundscape thing that we're working on right now, I'm going to start with a podcast because I want later because I want to have the timestamps up here so I can see how long things are. If you already chose the other one, it's fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is invite collaborators, which is over here, this little green button. So let's say my teammates, I can see who my teammates are. And I'm going to invite, I can just start typing the names of people in our class. So I just saw Delilah's project. So there's a couple Delilahs, so I just pick. So see, I don't have to even spell the whole name. Make sure that I'm added. So FLEI. And my name's not going to come up because I can't add myself, but make sure that I'm added. So if you just type, again, FLEI, my name should come up and you can invite me. So you want to make sure that all of your teammates are invited and that you can work on the same project. Now, each one of those teammates is going to have to go to Soundtrap and accept the invitation themselves. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to import files. So I can either go to there's a couple ways I can do this. You can see the import file thing here. I can click, or if I go to add new track, I also get the option to import files. So I'm going to import some stuff. These are some MP3s I have in my hard drive. And some of these I showed you in class. Some of these are other students' MP3s. So here they all come up like this. And because they're named, I can the files are named, so they come up. It automatically imports that. So I've got. Let's see. I can delete this. So if I want to change the name, if it comes up with something weird, actually, wait. I'm going to do that in a second. So that's importing sounds. Next is changing the title. So up here where it says Untitled Podcast, there's a little pencil. I'm going to click that pencil. And I'm going to change this to my title. So whatever my group decides the title of this is, I'm going to call it Monday Morning at Fleisch House. Let's say period. Let's say period 9. It's not a thing. And then I'm going to hit save. So that's how to change the title. If I want to rename the clip, so this is the sync running. I can hear that by itself by clicking the headphones. Now it's just going to play that by itself. Very fascinating. Okay, so there's the sync. So what I can do to change the name of that clip, if I want to call it shower, if that's what I'm going to use it for, I'm going to hit the edit. Notice up here, I don't have a handle. I can't get that edit handle. So I'm going to zoom in. And if I zoom in, now it comes up. So again, the zoom in buttons are down here to get in a little tighter to see what's what. Nope, now I can't zoom out. There we go. Okay, so if I, so again, if I zoom in, now it's big enough I can get that edit handle. So I can change the name and call it whatever I want. I'm going to leave it though. Okay, so I was listening to the sync track and I'm going to just solo this one. I noticed here there's like a clanking sound. So let's say I want to take that out. So again, I'm going to use my zoom tool. And it looks like it happens right there is where it happens. So I'm going to click on the sound wave itself. And then I can go to edit and split region. Okay, and it looks like it ends about there. Yeah. So again, I'm going to split the region. So now I've got that clank is kind of a sound by itself. So I can, if I want to add it over here, I can. So let's see, if I want to save that clank for later, here, I'll zoom in and I'll call it clank. I'll call this clank. So now I can take that clank out. So if you have some sounds that you don't want, you can edit them out. So now when I hear it back to back, so now it's like that clank is kind of taken out. And something else I can do, and this is like if you have a bunch of, let's say if I have like a bunch of different clanks, kind of like your word shop project where you had a bunch of different things. I can copy, I select it, so it's highlighted, copy with Control C, and then I can Control V to paste it, so I can get like have a bunch of them. So let's listen to what that sounds like. That's kind of annoying. So let's say if I have all these little clips and I'm trying to move them around and it's just kind of tedious to move, to kind of shift them all together. So if I hold down Shift, the Shift button, and select them all, I can merge them together into one. Okay, well, let me do it. Oops. I should be able to merge them together. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not working, but yeah, skip that part. Okay, so I just showed you copy and paste. If I want to add more sounds, I go to add new track. So now if I'm using the microphone in Soundtrap, I'll go to voice and microphone. And if I want to go around the house and collect some more sounds, say, hey, I really need the sound of this pencil tapping on this thing here, or whatever, this thing of coins. So that's really going to help my soundscape. So I'm going to hit start record, and I have headphones on. That's like really important. So have headphones on. So I'm going to start recording. And it has all the other stuff in the background. So you can see my new track is here. I'll just call this coins. Let's see what that sounds like if I solo this one, mute this one. Okay, fantastic. So so there's coins, and that's adding sounds. If say I want this, let's say this coin thing to go on longer, I can shorten it by just dragging it, kind of cut out the beginning. So now that clip starts here. Ooh, I don't want that big bump. So I'm going to edit that out. Oops, sorry. So I'm going to find my cursor right there. I'm going to take that bump out. So this is important. If you're recording stuff and you got bumps and clicks and you want to take them out, again, I'll select it, split click, highlight that, and now I can just hit delete and it'll go away. It's gone. So now I've cleaned that up. All right, so if I want to repeat this clip, I can select it and paste. Paste, 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 paste. So now I can make this thing last a long time. There's another bump. So if I have a sound that I want to make it last a little longer, I can just copy and paste it. And with loops, you can actually, if you click on it, click on the very end, and you can drag it, and it'll do that automatically without having to copy and paste. So that's pretty slick. So I can just hear what this sounds like. Okay. So that's stretching clip length. And so now let's say I want to now move these things around. So let's say I want, let's see, take everything off mute here. Let's say I want these things, I'll just select, I'm going to move them kind of off to the side. Let's say I want these things together for one event. But I don't want this to start until here. So there's like my first event of like 20 seconds. And then this is like my next event that starts at 20 seconds. I'll zoom out a little bit. So then I want, say I want the squeaker, and I can have Peppa Pig go right after it. You can see all I'm doing is dragging and dropping these things around. I'll have the sync come in there. This is my teeth brushing. We'll say this is like the next thing at like 40 seconds. So already this is a little too long. So maybe I'll shave this down. So if I click the edge, I can make it a little bit shorter, but I want to audition it to see which edge I want to take out, or I can split the clip. And then this is my coins thing. So I'm just going to repeat, oops, control Z undos. So I'm just going to, I can move things around as much as I want. And I'm going to repeat this process for like all 5 of my events. So right now I have, let's see, these guys, I'm going to put them maybe here for some reason. We'll just pretend that's what I want. I'll delete these because I don't need all those yet. So I'm just editing in real time here, right? Teeth brushing, this is spraying, this is teeth brushing. So let's put teeth brushing with spraying pencil and snapping. Or no, this is not snapping, this is something else. This is snapping and something else. Let's see. So I'll stretch this out. Whoop. Oops, undo. There we go. Stretch this out. All right, so I don't even know what this is going to sound like. I'm just messing around. But I've got a bunch of different things here for event 1. Let's hear what it all sounds like. Okay, and I have a pretty clear end of that event. There's like silence there. So that's one way we can create an end to that event is we can just make some silence. So if you noticed, there's a couple seconds that go by. So it's clear that one thing ends, the next one begins. Another thing I can do is to add a fade out. So if this is the last thing I hear in event 1, if you look closely, if I can zoom, come on, mouse. My mouse isn't like this in Soundtrap. There is a little circle here that if I grab it and I pull on it as a little handle and I pull it left, it's going to fade out naturally. And then I can do a fade in here at the beginning of this loop. Again, you look for that little circle and drag it. So now it's going to be a really clear ending of this event. Maybe my squeaker should start fading in a little more. So it'll be really clear that this is the end of one event and the beginning of another one. So that's some basic stuff in Soundtrap. Um, you can skip around. I added the timestamps in YouTube, so you can check that out. Here's how to edit. Have fun.